Welcome. In this video, we're going to go over multiple issues relating to the windshield washer system. First, we'll tackle the washer pump, and then fix the hoses, and then we'll fix the clogged nozzles. You don't have to remove the wheel, but it will give you a bunch more room. Besides this bolt here, there's going to be 3 others holding the fender liner in. And then 2 clips holding the fender flare. One up top, but mine is broken. And then for the fender liner, this can be 3 or 4 clips. And with the fender liner removed, we can access the motor and the hoses. The black hose will be for the front windshield, and then the brown hose for the rear. First, we'll tackle the washer pump. Old on the left, new on the right. I went with an aftermarket one off of Amazon. Quick pause. When you go to install the washer pump, make sure that this notch here is past the notch on the washer bottle. This is the locking mechanism for the washer pump. If you don't have it all the way in, it may fall out. I failed to do so, but luckily it didn't fall out for me. And with the connector plugged in, that'll be it for the motor. A while back, the fender liner flew off and then exposed the hose to the tire, which ended up scraping, causing these holes. For this repair, I'm just going to cut the line and then add a new section. And I did make the repair to the other side already. Now we'll just measure and then cut to length. There's repair kits that you can buy off of Amazon for less than $10, but I just happen to have a stash of hoses and connectors. With the hoses repaired, we can tuck the hoses back to the washer bottle. And if you have an excess of hose, you can just probably zip tie it to something. If only the washer pump was pushed all the way in, I would be all set. But if you did it correctly, you should be all good to go. Now let's fill up the washer bottle. Even though the new hoses are installed, we're still getting weak pressure. Usually that's a sign that the nozzles are clogged up. And we'll tackle that right after this. At least the back seems to be working properly. If your nozzles are clogged, I'd recommend getting a carburetor cleaning kit and poking the openings of the nozzles before you have to remove them. This is actually a few days after I removed the nozzles. It ended up getting clogged again. And that's why you don't use tap water. You should be using distilled water or proper washer fluid. And let's say your nozzles are still clogged, then you can go and remove the nozzle fully. These nozzles are pretty difficult to remove. You kind of have to twist and pull in order to get access to the tab. You just push in and then kind of finagle with it, and you should be able to get it off. Yeah, that was not too elegant. And now you can see how beefy these two tabs are, which makes it a little difficult to push in. At least installing the nozzle is quite simple. And these are side specific, so make sure you know which side is which. Sorry for all the pausing, but make sure to mount the rubber section to the tabs on the hood. On top of that, make sure the rubber section is installed correctly. The pointing edge should be facing the windshield. I have it backwards in this example. And with that, we have proper pressure. It's a little low on the passenger side, but I'm okay with it. And that concludes the video. Thanks for watching.